everyone, this is Karen.
Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Shane.
Today we're looking at day 2 of helping hands during the COVID-19 pandemic. And the vocabulary words are tend.
Tend.
Felix tends to stay home on weekends.
Announce.
Announce.
On Tuesday, Jill announced that she was quitting.
Panic.
Panic.
Bob panicked when he saw a snake in his home.
I would panic too. Reduce.
Reduce.
I'm trying to reduce the amount of sugar I eat.
Really? You look fine.
Thanks.
Load.
Load.
The head of the company is hiring a new worker to help take some of the load off.
Okay.
So we're still talking about helping hands during the COVID-19 pandemic.
You know who has a very heavy workload?
The medical workers, doctors, nurses, people on the front line.
I think healthcare workers are the real heroes during the this tragedy.
Exactly.
And they really have a lot of problems because, you know, they have to work basically 24 hours a day.
Long shifts.
Super long shifts, and that means, but they have children they need to take care of. They have family obligations.
But some of the schools are actually closed down in some countries.
Right.
So who's going to take care of their kids?
So in Minnesota, there were a group of medical students who basically started to volunteer to help provide childcare for them. That was really cool.
That is really, really nice. And another incident is when there's a Boy Scout in Canada.
Oh, right.
Right? And then he knows all the suffering and the pain the medical workers are going through because you have to wear your masks all day long.
It's really uncomfortable.
Exactly. We all know that you get that kind of pain in the back of your ears. So he actually used a 3D printer to print out the ear guards to eliminate the pain.
Kind of a cushion, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So creative.
But that's very nice. We want to do everything we can to help the frontline workers who are fighting this war for us.
Wow. Okay. Everybody needs to
do their part.
Keep going and get through everything together.
And we will see the end of this.
All right.
All right.
Helping hands during the COVID-19 pandemic.
In times of crisis, people tend to pitch in to support each other. There's no better example of this than a certain group of students in Minnesota. They offered childcare services to healthcare workers who were stuck working long hours at the hospital. After the state government announced school closures, many hospital workers were panicking about how to care for their children. Within 24 hours of the announcement, a group of volunteers that was made up of medical students answered the call.
Today's lesson is called Helping Hands During the COVID-19 Pandemic. Part 2. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike, and we're learning about helping hands, in other words, volunteers, people who want to help out, contribute, pitch in to help others around the world dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. We learned about Basha Mukherjee. She was the Miss England 2019, but also a trained doctor. She put aside her crown, her Miss England duties, to go back to work on the front lines in the medical establishments and hospitals there in England, helping out sick patients. And here, Giuseppe Didone was a helping hand. He wanted to raise money in Taiwan to help people back in his home country of Italy, but the people of Taiwan showed that they also have helping hands. They heard about his good work and contributed 10 times the amount of money he planned to raise in just 1 week. So there you go. You don't have to be a well-known hero. You can just be a hero who hears about another hero and wants to help out. So we can all be helping hands in these difficult times.
Anyways, in times of crisis, people do usually become helping hands to one another. Yes, when times are tough, when there's a disaster, a pandemic, you name it. In times of crisis, people tend to pitch in to support each other. So there you go. When things are bad, the good side of humanity, it tends to come out, and people, they support each other. They pitch in.
Yeah, this is something you tend to see in difficult times, as you were saying. And to tend to do something, this is a verb that means you usually do something. This usually happens. This is something we commonly see. It's not strange. It's not too surprising. It's something that you can almost expect. All right, so if something tends to happen, it means it's very likely, or based on our past experience, this is what we usually see going on. For example, Felix tends to stay home on weekends.
Anyways, when times are tough, people pitch in, and they tend to help one another. Now, there's no better example of this type of behavior, than a certain group of students in Minnesota. They offered childcare services to healthcare workers who are stuck working long hours at the hospital. So please let us help any way that we can. Oh, you have to work long hours at the hospital? Well, we'll take care of your kids for you. How nice is that? How awesome is that?
Absolutely. These medical workers needed to be at the hospital for many long hours. A lot of them, if they have kids, well, many of the places they might send the kids, like schools, were closed down. So this was a real problem. It says after the state government announced school closures, many hospital workers were panicking about how to care for their children. The doctors, nurses, they needed to work a lot more, but with the schools closed down, where can they send their kids when they're at work? They were panicking about this, and that's quite easy to understand.
Yeah. Now here we've got the verb announce to talk about. When you announce something, you say that thing, you state it, you declare it publicly. Now, this word is somewhat formal. When I think of someone announcing something, I think of them having maybe a microphone, or they're standing at a podium and they're giving people important information or news. They're saying something so everyone can hear it because those people need to hear it. For example, on Tuesday, Jill announced that she was quitting.
School closures, closing schools, that's big news. And of course, when the hospital workers who have to work heard this, they were panicking about how to care for their children. If you panic, oh, you kind of lose your mind. Something terrible happened, very dramatic. It's going to affect you in a really big way, and you haven't had time to sort of think about it, get ready for it, prepare it. So someone tells you, we're closing school tomorrow. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? My kids have to go to school. I have to work. I can't stay home with the kids. The kids are too young. What am I going to do? I'm panicking. You're kind of losing your mind. The stress is getting to you, especially because you haven't had time to plan or think about it. If there's a disaster, if you wake up and smell fire in your house in the middle of the smell smoke, or hear fire, or feel fire, see fire in the middle of your house in the middle of the night, you'll panic, you'll freak out, you'll lose your mind, and you got to get control of yourself. Here's another reason you might panic. Bob panicked when he saw a snake in his home, especially if he woke up and it was like hanging right in front of his face.
That wouldn't be good.
No,
anyways,
not good.
Within 24 hours of this announcement, yeah, that's the noun, announcement, a group of volunteers that was made up of medical students answered the call. They pitched in, and they helped. How about that?
They'll be babysitters.
There you go. Everyone, with that, it's now time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们在第一天的课文谈到英格兰小姐巴沙穆克吉呢，她拿下选美王冠。那后来回到医疗机构来帮忙，也有提到说台湾民众募集了上亿的捐款来帮助意大利的医护人员。好，那么 Mike 老师在开场的时候用到 establishment 这个字，就是 establish 建立，后面再加上 ment 所构成的名词。那这个字可以指场所或是机构，常常用来指商店啊、企业或是医疗机构等等。好，课文一开始提到，在危机时刻，人们常常会互相支援。像在明尼苏达州某一群学生就是最好的例子。当州政府宣布停课之后，很多医护人员担心小孩没有人照顾啊，感到很惊慌。然后在宣布的24小时内，就有一群是由医学生组成的志愿者来响应号召，为这些医疗人员提供托儿服务。我们先来看3个单字 ：tend。 Tend 它可以表达往往倾向于怎么样 ，tend to 加原形动词就表达往往会做某事，经常做某事。那么 announce 这个动词表示宣布、公布，它的名词是在后面加 ment 变成 announcement 表示公告或是声明。这样老师提到说，有时候人们呢可能是站在讲台上面要宣布比较重要的事情嘛，那老师说的 podium 就表示讲台，它是拼作 podium。好，下一个单字 panic 是指惊慌、恐慌。那这个动词要特别注意它的过去式或过去分词是拼作panicked， 记得它是先加一个 k， 帮它维持住那个 k 的音，然后才加 ed， 念作 panicked。而它的现在分词也是记得先加一个 k， 才接 ing， 变成 panicking。好，那么 Mike 老师在解释单字时，他用到两个片语，一个是 lose one's mind， 可以表达失去理智或是发疯的意思，还有用到 freak out， 就是指吓到、吓坏了。好，另外这边还有一个重点。There is no better 加名词 than 什么什么，就表示没有什么什么比什么什么更好了。那这个句型是用否定词 no 来搭配比较级，去表达出最高级的意思，强调说什么什么就是最好的。好，例如There's no better place than Tainan to enjoy mango-shaved ice。没有什么地方比台南更适合享用芒果剉冰。那也就是说，台南就是享用芒果剉冰的最佳地点。介华课文中
Helping hands during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Then there are those like Canadian Boy Scout Quinn Callender, who used his 3D printer to reduce the load on nurses and doctors. Essential workers often complained about ear pain from wearing face masks all day. When Quinn found out about this, he couldn't just stand by and do nothing. He got the idea to print out special ear guards of his own design to ease these modern-day heroes' pain.
Okay, let's hear some more stories of people pitching in when times are tough. Then, this is our next person. Then there are those like Canadian Boy Scout Quinn Callender, who used his 3D printer to reduce the load on nurses and doctors. How about that? So before we talked about people stepping up to take care of the kids, the children of doctors. Now we've got someone using a 3D printer to reduce the load on nurses and doctors as well. There you go. Let's help those medical professionals on the front line. By the way, if you reduce something, okay, you had a lot of that before, and now you don't have so much. Yes, if you reduce an amount, before you had a lot, now you have less than before. So before there was this gigantic load on nurses and doctors, but Quinn Callender saved the day. Now that burden, that load on nurses and doctors, well, it's not as bad as it was before. For example, I'm trying to reduce the amount of sugar I eat. Yeah, I no longer put 3 teaspoons of sugar in my coffee in the morning.
So you put just 1.
1.5.
Okay,
Close.
well that's less.
I cut it in half.
You've definitely reduced it. All right, we also had this word load. He was reducing the load on these medical workers. A load, well, if it's something physical, it's something heavy that you have to carry. If you're carrying a load, you'll probably put it on your back. You know, we use animals maybe to carry a load, or a car, a vehicle, something like that. But here we're not talking about something heavy like a big bag of rocks. We're talking about amount of work. So your workload or your load of work could be just the amount of things, the number of things you have to do. I have a heavy load of homework or something. You're not physically carrying the homework home, not books and books and papers and papers. We're talking about the work that you need to do. All right, so if he's reducing the load, he's reducing the amount of work, the amount of responsibility, all the things that these healthcare workers need to do. For example, the head of the company is hiring a new worker to help take some of the load off. In other words, to help out with the work. So how was Quinn Callender helping these medical workers with his 3D printer?
Yeah.
It said essential workers often complain complained about ear pain from wearing face masks all day.
That
these
happens.
medical workers are wearing heavy equipment to protect their health, and we've seen pictures of the bruises and the marks they get on their faces. It can be quite uncomfortable wearing this stuff 8, 10, 12 hours a day.
I have noticed that when I wear a mask all day, my ears do begin to hurt. Now, I did nothing about this. Quinn Calendar, though, heard that doctors and nurses, they were having this pain, and when Quinn found out about this, he couldn't just stand by and do nothing. He got the idea to print out special ear guards of his own design to ease these modern-day heroes' pain. So that's how he used his 3D printer. He made ear guards for these medical professionals. Well done, Quinn Calendar. All right, folks, with that, it is time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
好，再来看另外一个暖心的例子，是在加拿大。像护理师、医生等等医疗工作人员，他们都要长时间的戴口罩，然后常常会抱怨说整天戴口罩导致耳朵疼痛之类的。于是加拿大的童子军 Quinn Calendar 他想到可以用 3D 印表机印出他自己设计的特殊这种护耳配件，来减轻这些人的负担。那这边有2个单字 reduce 它有减少、降低的意思。那么 load 在这边当名词，表示负担、重荷。那么我们在前面加上 work 变成 workload 就可以表达工作量的意思。好，另外在课文的前2个段落里面，我们其实有用到 who 引导的关系子句，我们就来学习它的用法。who 引导形容词子句的限定及非限定用法。用关系代名词 who 引导形容词子句去修饰它前面的先行词时，这个先行词必须是人。好，那么当先行词它是非特定对象，我们就要用形容词子句去限定它的范围。who 的前面不加逗号，那这是限定用法。例如 The guy who is sitting next to Kevin is an actor. 坐在 Kevin 旁边的那个男生是演员。好，那么当先行词是特定对象，我们形容词子句是用来补充说明这个独一无二的先行词。who 的前面必须加逗号，那就是非限定用法。例如 Dana's brother who is sitting next to Kevin is an actor.Dana 的哥哥坐在 Kevin 旁边，他是个演员。好，接回到课文中。
Helping hands during the COVID-19 pandemic.
During difficult times, the one thing we can count on is human kindness. No matter what happens, someone will always be there to offer a helping hand.
All right, everyone, let's wrap things up.During difficult times, the one thing we can count on is human kindness. Yeah, when times are tough, humans find a way to come together and our best aspects come out.
Absolutely. No matter what happens, someone will always be there to offer a helping hand. It could be one motivated person like Quinn Calendar, or an army of people who jump in when someone else leads the way, like those great people of Taiwan who contributed so much to help the healthcare workers in Italy. We can all have a pair of helping hands. We can all help out in a difficult time. So let's have a look at our What Do You Think question. Here's the question. What could you do to help essential workers during a crisis, such as the one mentioned in the article?
Oh, I could do pretty much anything I could think of, okay? Anything that you could do to step in, do that thing. Like, doctors and nurses have to eat, don't they? Why aren't you the person who brings them some hot meals? How about that? You can run errands for them, bring them food. Just step in and help out in any way that you can. That's what I would do. I would become that Uber Eats guy, but I wouldn't charge those doctors and nurses a dime. I would do that for free. All right, folks, that's it for our lesson. But stay tuned. We'll have more fun on Live Interactive English Magazine.
过去这几个月，我们看见人们的良善与仁慈，相信无论发生什么事，总是会有人在那边伸出援手。好，我们最后来补充一个重点 ：no matter 之后接 WH 疑问词所引导的子句，它表示无论怎么样，不管怎么样。像 no matter what 就表示无论什么 ，no matter where 无论在哪 ，no matter when 无论何时等等。那来造2个例句 ：No matter what you say, I won't change my mind。不管你说什么，我都不会改变心意的。No matter which way you go, it's the same distance。无论你走哪一条路，距离都一样。好，那么以上的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
各位学员，你们好，我是季安老师。我们今天带大家看一下听力测验的照片描述 （Photographs Picture Description）。我们今天呢要来看一下应考技巧的第3个重点，也就是善用删去法。顾名思义呢，删去法就是要把一些选项不合理的、你觉得不 OK 的、可能是错的，就把它给删掉。删去法呢有什么样的好处呢？删去法可以用来删去确定啊，你确定它已经是错的选项。也可以反过来确定对的选项，也就是说，你看4个选项，如果呢你很确定 A 跟 B 是错的，2个就已经错掉，接下来 C 跟 D 你只要选一个就好啦。所以呢，本来是每一个选项答对的几率有 25%， 结果你成功删掉2个之后，这边答对的几率提高到50%啦。好，就是如果这边还猜错的话，那真的就是考运不好，所以呢，它可以来确定，然后也可以帮助我们更加的确定说，哪一个是对的。我们这边看到说，删掉了3个确定错误的啊，如果 A、B、C，OK， 这3个你都觉得一定是错的，很明显的错误，那只剩下 D。但是很多人听完 D 之后发现，D 那一句话我听不懂，他讲的特别的难，讲的特别的快，然后有一个很奇怪的腔调，然后你就闪神了，然后你就很不确定说，到底最后一个可不可以选？好，这个时候呢，没关系啊，因为你已经确定 A、B、C 是错的，你第4个大胆的选下去，第4个，这个就是删去法的妙用啊。这边我们看到图片没有提到就算错 ，OK， 图片没有提到就算错。不要脑补，比如说你看到照片当中一男一女然后看起来好像心情不大好，结果呢 description 就说什么 they were having a fight， 他们2个呢之前正在吵架，然后你就觉得这个很合理啊，你就很想选，对不对？吵架完之后，然后脸很臭 ，OK 的这样，没有不 OK， 只要是照片当中他没有提到，比如说这个男的跟女生正在打架正在 fight， 这样才算是真的可以选下去哦。图片上没有出现的就不能选哦，千万不要自行脑补，拜托，你不要觉得说这样推理起来是合理的，就很想选。照片描述它就是描述照片，它不是情节推理所以呢，这个千万不要脑补，不要想太多，照片有的才可以选，反之照片没有的，它就绝对不能选，照片没有的绝对不能选，这个我要强调非常多次，之后带大家做例题的时候也会一直讲到这一句话。第3个我们看到善用手指头啊，善用手指头到底是什么意思呢？其实很简单，就是说这个 A、B、C、D 4个选项你这样听过去的时候，有时候你会忘记，因为我们刚刚有讲到 you have to make a mental note， 在大脑里面呢，你先稍微记一下，刚刚 B 好像不错，结果听到 C， C 我听不懂，然后接下来听到 D，D 有一个字我不大清楚，糟糕，我到底要选 A 还是选 B 还是选 C 还是选 D， 你就会慌了。这种事情呢，发生在每一个人身上，发生在我身上，其实这个都很正常。所以这个时候呢，你要有效的帮自己记起来，就是刚刚到底哪一个比较好，这个时候手指头就可以拿出来用了。比如说你听到 A， 错。A 错的时候呢，你就把它折下来。那 B 也不对的时候，就把它折下来。那 C 呢，有可能对，那就先把它保留着。然后 D 不对，然后就把它折起来。所以最后呢，只剩下这个。那一看就知道是 C 啦。但是呢，你如果呢在考场当中，然后在那边比，这样，监考老师可能一下子就来找你了。所以呢，我建议大家，你在这一题呢，你可以就是手呢可以低一点点那就是用像是算命的方式就是点一下，比如说你觉得是很对，你就先把它折起来，然后先摸在 A， 那 B 也不对，就不移动那 C 呢就是也错，就继续握着 A， 然后 D 结果 D 也是错，所以呢这样就可以赶快把 A 赶快给圈起来，然后时间宝贵，赶快把它圈起来。所以这个真的还蛮管用的你就在手呢，就是在桌子上呢稍微这样点一下，这样可以帮助你就是折一下自己的手指头，善用手指头。 除了手指头之外呢，你如果觉得说这样真的很像算命，很奇怪，你也可以用一个方法，也就是说善用你的答案卷。答案卷呢上面会有这样一格一格，对不对？那他在讲 A 的时候呢，你的铅笔就在 A 上面等。听完之后你觉得非常的正确，就赶快给它画下去了。但是很多人还是会等一下，因为我才 A 而已，我听一下后面到底会发生什么事情吧。他觉得 A 非常好，他就先等着。B 他觉得B 不好，他就不移动。C 也不 OK， 最后 D 出来，D 是错的，那一样就可以赶快把 A 给画下去。那如果一样，就是你觉得 A 不 OK 就移到 B， 那 B 觉得有可能对，就先在那边等啊。C 错 D 错，就赶快把这个 B 给画下去了。好的，我们今天呢就提到应考技巧当中的善用删去法。我是季安老师，我们下堂课见，拜拜。
Hello everybody， 欢迎来到一混摇字大解析。I am Holly。
Hello everybody, I am Shane.
OK， 所以今天呢，你到底跟谁在约会
My doctor.
跟医生约会？你确定？Oh man！ 我们今天有哪几个字呢
Okay, today we have two words: appointment
？Appointment
and date.
Date。Appointment 这个字呢，它其实就是预约的意思。
Right. So, for example, you can say, I have a dental appointment this afternoon.
OK， 我今天下午跟牙医有预约。
Yeah, so nothing more, just very
除了
professional.
预约上面就没有别的意思了。
Professional.
OK， 那下一个字 date 呢？
那 date 就是约会。
约会，所以这是尤其是男女之间的约会。
Right. So she could say, she's my date tonight.
他是我们今天晚上的约会对象。
Don't say I have a date with my doctor unless you really have a date with your
这
doctor.
真的会误会哦！不要说我今天跟医生有 date， 因为人家会以为你是在跟你的医生约会吗？对，要说 appointment。All right, if you still have any questions about it,
Or if you need a date,
we can go to
live action.
action.
What time is your date with Colin tonight?
At 7, and it's not really a date. We're just going to grab some dinner together. Why?
I just need to talk to you about something. Can we get together before your date?
I have an appointment to see my psychiatrist before, and it's not a date.
I'm just teasing you. Anyway, I just need about 10 minutes. I'll meet you in front of the restaurant at 6:45. Is that okay?
Fine, but you will need to talk quickly.
Cool, thanks. Don't worry, I'll leave before Colin gets there. I don't want to ruin your date.
It's not a date.